Welcome back to Factful Finance, where we bring you actionable insights to help you take control of your financial future. Now, let's get straight into it. Did you know that inflation has increased the cost of everyday living by over 13% in the last 5 years? That's a substantial hit to your wallet. But what if you could fight back? That's exactly what we're talking about today. How to make smart budgeting moves in 2025 to combat the cost of living crisis. Now, before we dive in, a quick reminder. This video is for educational purposes only. Listings of apps or products are not endorsements. Always consult a financial professional for personalized advice. In today's economy, with rising prices, making your dollar stretch is more important than ever. So let's break down some smart, proven budgeting hacks to navigate these tough times, whether you're just starting out or you're looking to refine your financial strategy. First up, let's talk about tracking your spending. I know it sounds obvious, but you'd be amazed how many people skip this step. James, one of our viewers, was spending $300 a month on coffee and dining out, not realizing it until he tracked his expenses. When he started using a budgeting app like Mint or YNAB, he was able to cut down his food expenses by 40%. That's a huge saving, over $1,400 a year. Here's another tip. Consider the 50-30-20 rule. This one's a game changer for many people struggling to balance their needs, wants, and savings. Take your income and divide it like this. 50% goes toward your needs, things like rent, utilities, and groceries. 30% can be fun money for entertainment, dining out, etc. And 20% should go straight into savings or debt repayment. This structure helps keep things in balance, no matter what the cost of living looks like. Next, let's talk about eliminating high-interest debt. According to experts, high-interest credit card debt is one of the most expensive burdens you can carry. Ben, a viewer from last month's video, paid off $12,000 of credit card debt by consolidating it into a low-interest personal loan. He then used that freed-up cash flow to boost his emergency fund. And guess what? He hasn't had to use a credit card in over 6 months. What a win. Speaking of emergency funds, don't wait to build one. Aim for at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses tucked away in a high-yield savings account. If the cost of living goes up like it's been doing, this is your financial safety net. For example, Noah, an engineer, used the extra cash he had in his savings to weather a temporary layoff last year. It took the stress out of worrying about bills during that uncertain time. But we know life can be unpredictable, so setting up automated savings is a brilliant move. Set up automatic transfers to your savings account right when you get paid, so you're never tempted to spend that cash. It's like a pay yourself first philosophy. If you don't see it, you won't spend it. Now, let's talk big picture. Are you making your money work for you? That's where investing comes into play. If you're in a stable position financially, you should be putting your money into assets that grow over time, like stocks, bonds, or real estate. And if you're unsure where to start, speaking to a financial advisor can help. Just remember, don't chase trends. Focus on long-term growth to build wealth. Finally, let's consider cutting costs where you can. Start with small, simple changes like switching to a cheaper phone plan, comparing energy providers, or canceling subscriptions you rarely use. It adds up. Emma, another viewer, switched her grocery shopping to a wholesale club and saved $1,500 last year. Small tweaks can yield big results when you keep at it. So as we move into 2025, remember, it's not about drastic lifestyle changes. It's about making thoughtful, incremental moves to protect your financial future. Whether that means cutting out unnecessary expenses, refining your savings strategy, or eliminating high-interest debt, smart budgeting is your key to surviving and thriving in the cost of living crisis. Now I want to hear from you. What's the first step you'll take toward mastering your budget this year? Share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for joining us today at Factful Finance. If you found these tips useful, consider subscribing so you don't miss out on more strategies to help you navigate 2025's financial landscape. We think you'll love the next video we've got lined up. It'll help you take your financial game to the next level. Until next time, keep learning, stay informed, and let's build that brighter future together.